Reports are suggesting Antonio Conte will be sacked within the week. These are your out-manager odds. Ryan Mason, Pochettino, leading line, Vincent Kompany, Marco Silva, Luis Enrique, Thomas Tuchel, the outsider to take over. Jules and Frank with us. Jules, is that it done, yeah?
Yeah, I haven't had the feedback yet from the boards or responses, but certainly from the players' point of view, certainly the ones that what I got from there was that they've had enough. And I think Daniel Levy spent quite a big chunk of the day today asking the players what they were feeling, how they reacted after the incredible run that we saw Conte having on Saturday at Southampton. And I think if the fracture that we kind of knew already was there a little bit, it's not the first time that he blames the players for everything and not himself. I think for Daniel Levy, then if he still had a little doubt over how the players were feeling, he got his answer today. I think they would be happy to see the back of Conte. And if that's the case, you mentioned the candidates to take over. I think Ryan Mason will be the one finishing the season. There's 3 months to go. 11 games, I think, or so, or maybe 12 in the Premier League. And then after that, in the summer, you've got more time to pick finally the right candidate. Because as we said many times on the show, they keep getting the wrong manager in place, not just Conte, but Nuno, Mourinho, all of that. The post-Pochettino eras have been very difficult. So this time, they have to get it right.
Frank, what did you make of Conte's post-match comments after 3-3 draw? Obviously, kind of throwing the players under the bus. If you're in that locker room, have you got any reason to defend him, to want him to stay?
No, of course not. Of course not. I think it's not the way you have to behave when you're coach, you know. And he's been doing that, you know, week in, week out, I would say, with no respect for the club as well, you know, saying that Tottenham didn't do anything for 20 years and they were absolutely bad. So I don't like the way he behaves. I want to know if he's going to get money to get out of it, where he was insulting the club, he was insulting the players. He was saying that he had doubts about their professionalism. I think that guy should go back, and he's already back to Italy, and he should stay there and maybe find another club and keep on doing what he loves to do, criticizing everybody but himself for the bad results. So that's not professional. That's not the way I want to see that. I love coaches who can be tough, but at the end try to defend their clubs and the players they're in charge of. So not a good behaviour. I'm not happy with what he did to Tottenham.
You've been quite a staunch defender of his comments, Stevie. Yeah. Are Spurs more likely to finish in the top 4 with him or with Ryan Mason in charge?
Oh, to be honest, I don't think it's going to make any difference. This team all season, regardless of when Conte was there, are just, you don't know what you're going to get.
But is there not kind of a weight taken off the players' shoulders that they haven't got this man in charge?
The problem is, Dan, we don't know which way it goes. There's half of it says everybody will be smiling, there'll be a different atmosphere around the place, right. The players will relax, they'll be able to play. Unfortunately, there's another 50% that has players down in tools thinking, you know what, we'll just play out the season.
But I mean, surely as a player, you don't need that motivation, do you, to finish in the top 4? The manager's gone. You got that freedom. You got that kind of.
Well, where was the motivation when you're 3-1 up against Southampton, for example, with 13 minutes to go? Yeah. That motivation wasn't there. So to try and guess which way or which side of the coin they're going to fall if they get rid of Conte, you just don't know. The reason they'll get rid of Conte more than anything else is because of what he said about the board and the chairman. They're not going to take that. And they know. And again, the fact that people from the board go and speak to players, I mean, seriously, you go and speak to players. Players know nothing.
Well, surely someone like Harry Kane. Harry Kane is an established member, is the captain.
He's a captain, right. OK, I'll give you a captain.
OK.
But you don't go around asking players.
Well, we don't know. I don't think I've asked everyone in the squad and said, let's all have a sit down.
Trust me. If you want to figure something out, don't go and ask all the players.
No, but you ask Harry Kane, you ask Hugo Lloris, your main men. You ask them what's going on.
You speak to Harry Kane, you speak to the captain, and he'll tell you what. The question is, Harry, what's the feeling in the dressing room? You don't go asking hundreds of players.
I don't think
it's just stupid.
I don't think he's done that, has he?
Well, he's not. I've just told you he'll speak to Harry Kane, and that's it.
Well, that's good then.
So honestly, you don't know, and it's a toss of a coin, regardless of whether Conte's there or not. I don't see how Conte can be there, what he said about the board.
Yeah.
However, what he said about the players is 100% true.
Now, what we've seen evidence from Spurs that when Antonio Conte is not around, given his health concerns,
Yeah.
the assistant was right there. He took care of the team, and apparently Antonio Conte was involved in this and that and the other, and he was making decisions. But the team was winning games. And we kind of joked, Conte's not around, this team is winning games, ha, ha, ha.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is this then the evidence, if you're Daniel Levy or you're the board and you're saying, well, this team was winning.
But then they stopped, then they got knocked out of the FA Cup. Like, that kind of happiness ended.
Well,
Can you put me right here? Did they not lose to Sheffield United?
Yeah, that's what I just brought up, yeah.
Right.
I'm just saying.
No, I was just kind of in my head.
When we were joking about it, right? But then you look into it and you go, if you're looking for a reason, right? And I'm just putting myself in the decision makers with Spurs and saying, if I'm looking for a reason, I don't need any more reason than this guy going after us in the press conference. But beyond that, if I want to justify my decision, I can say, we weren't half bad when he wasn't around, so maybe it's time to move on regardless. And it's time to move on regardless because this guy just came into a press conference begging, asking to be fired. So if he's asking and he's begging to be fired, well, here you go, Antonio. See you later.
Frank, do you think they're better off without him between now and the end of the season regarding their chances of finishing the top four?
That we don't know. We're going to see if the players have some pride. They're going to work hard and maybe harder, hopefully harder, for their own sake and prove Conte's wrong. But you never know what can happen. That would be the best answer to show that Levy had made the wrong choice if they keep on winning, until the end of the season. But again, we don't know. But whether it's a good thing or not, we'll see in the future. But for sure, for me, even if it's true, even if the player don't give enough, as a coach, you cannot say that publicly.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.